Greetings and salutation, guys and gals, people and pounds. It's the gentleman Sir Turtle, and we have a little bit of a spicy topic today. Um, in the Discord server, it has come up multiple times. The topic of Beast Zangief and whether he's good for the game or bad for the game. And I'm going to uh share both sides of the story and then ask for you to decide what you think is uh which one you think is probably the right one. Or I wouldn't say right, I don't think there's a right to this, but let's break it down. So Beast Zangief, why is he so prevalent in Street Fighter duels? Well, primarily for one thing and one thing only: Wild Beast Spin. It is an AoE where he spins in the tornado that strikes each target within range 7 times, dealing damage equal to 455% of the attack. To each target, each strike has a 10% base chance to stun its target for 1 second. Now, it doesn't say here, but that's not why it's important. Why it's important is when timed correctly, you can interrupt the enemy team. And we're talking about people have used this strat with Beast Zangief alone versus enemies 2, 3, 4 times their power. He interrupts the enemy team from comboing. He basically just prevents them from comboing. And if you know the game, that's primarily where most of the damage is from. When a team combos, that's the damage. The normal auto attacks don't really do much. I mean, yeah, there's like awesome and crits and stuff like that, but even then you have sustain, or your level, you're just doing so much that it doesn't really matter. The interrupt is the most important thing. Now, the two camps. The camp 4 is exactly explaining that. It allows people to control the fight, control the enemy, and thus allowing you to hit above your weight limit. Where matches, or especially in story mode, where one combo would end you, you prevent that combo from ending you, and play it in manual, do it enough time, you prevent any and every combo to ever go off by the enemy. And this allows, obviously, accelerates you very rapidly and pushes you forward ahead in story, because if you're never touched by a combo, you don't die. And people say that this is mandatory in a game like this. So some people say that this is necessary because the power level in story mode can be a little bit outlandish, where some characters obviously are good, but when they're in the enemy's hands, they're just a little too good. But this is understandable. It is the dev's way to slow you down, make sure that the game is timed out and spaced out, because it is an idle game. It is designed to play with short bursts, not long term. So it is understandable on the dev's perspective as to why the power level is, but in to combat that, players, especially free to play, and even this goes for whales too. Obviously, this is a technique that everyone has access to. As long as you get Beast Zangief, bam bam, thank you ma'am, you have access to it. So free to play, especially free to play, abuse this tactic to accelerate very rapidly. Now, the counterpoint, or the other side of the coin, is that because of how I don't know what's the proper word. How impactful Beast Zangief is and how powerful his control and interrupt is almost now like 99 to 100% like mandatory to have him on your team. If you want to push forward in story at that accelerated rate. And to some people, they feel that hinders uh uh different team builds. It prevents variety. Um, and apparently while some people believe that it's very technical and very advanced to make sure you time the thing, other people feel that it's the opposite, where it's mind numbing, where it's sometimes auto to some, where it just becomes, it makes the game not fun. So it's a very interesting dynamic where I myself uh in the free to play, I use him in my free to play YouTube channel run, where because of how effective and how useful he is. And my main account, I personally don't use Beast Zangief because I'm a type of person that if I'm using one in another account, I hate doing the same thing. It's boring. There's no point. And also, my main, I'm a Dawson main. I prefer to spice things up and try things differently. It's also why I believe my free to play is going to catch up, if not surpass, my main account, because of the fact that I'm not using an abusive tactic in my main account. So I have both. I have an account that's not using it, and I have an account that is using it. So I understand why people use it, and I also understand why people don't use it. So I have no comment on either or, because it's like, again, I see both sides, because again, I use it as a free to play. Man, it's really good. It pushes your account very rapidly. I myself can understand the tediousness of mastering it. I have not mastered it, so don't look at me to say I'm a master. I miss my interrupts very often. It's different for every character, and yeah, the focus is needed. And those that get it like it's nothing, more power to you. So yeah, that's where we're at. It is, it's not that spicy. I don't know. I feel like it is the topic that does need to be spoken about, because like um mechanics such as this in games, there's a group, there's always going to be a group of people in every game where, you know, anything that's considered cheesy or abusive or broken mechanic, they feel is the cheap way, versus some people who feel like, you know, there's always going to be an abusive, cheesy mechanic, and you know, if you're not one to use it, then you're gonna miss out. Yeah, so there's always two sides to a story, there's always two sides to a battle, and there's always two sides to a coin. So this is where the battle of beef lies. Let me know what you guys think. Is he busted? Should he be nerfed? I doubt he'll be nerfed, because I don't think they do nerfs like that. But should he be changed? Is he needed for the game? Is he a good thing for the game? What you guys think? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay happy, stay hydrated, stay alive, folks. Chill out.